this video, we would like to tackle the topic of learning goals. We will show you why you and the students both benefit from learning goals, what parts a learning goal always consists of, and how formulating learning goals by making use of the taxonomy of Anderson and Kraftwerk works. We would like to start this video with two different perspectives associated with learning goals. Generally for you, learning goals might represent some guidelines you ought to fulfill in order to receive the certification for your course. But without further explanation, the sense and the practical meaning they contain might be hidden behind clouds of special didactic language. Therefore, formulating learning goals may appear to you as a time-consuming challenge with limited benefit. From where you stand now, we can understand your point of view. Nevertheless, for us, precisely formulated learning goals have different purposes at different stages of our learning process. If we are aware of the learning goals before the lecture starts, they serve as an orientation guide throughout the lecture and the whole course. Additionally, learning goals can lead to a sense of achievement, as we know that we are on the right track and are making progress with the content of the course every time a learning goal is reached. This increases our motivation during the semester. Learning goals also provide orientation and feedback during exam preparations. Firstly, they help us to evaluate the exam-relevant content out of the wealth of topics and materials, as they allow us to structure our materials and focus on these main topics first. Secondly, we are able to compare our level of knowledge with the learning goals and evaluate whether we have achieved the learning goals and consequently whether we are prepared for the exam. However, it is crucial that the exam corresponds to these learning goals. Otherwise, they do not provide real benefit for us regarding this point. In this part of the video, we will show you what a learning goal looks like, or rather how it is structured, and also explain the intuition behind learning goals. In order to explain the theoretical structure of a learning goal, we will consider the example: students calculate the inflation rate of a country. As you can see, a learning goal consists of one single sentence with the same main parts as a normal sentence: noun, verb, and object. Now that you roughly know what a learning goal looks like, we will focus on the intuition behind them. Clearly defined learning goals provide the basis for designing and supporting a process of learning. Simply said, a learning goal is a sentence that contains all information about what students should have achieved at the end of a learning process. It is crucial to recognize and remember that the formulation of a learning goal is not the description of the learning activities, but the description of the outcomes of a certain process of learning. It may be useful to think of it as, after having achieved the learning goals, the learners are able to do something. Nevertheless, for us it is essential to have the assurance that the learning goals, as well as the content of lectures and tutorials, are matched with the main content of exams.